Is officially underway at the QEO. Bendigo Footy Netball League, under 18, Sandhurst Golden Square. Niall wins the first tap down for Sandhurst.
Almost by Grant of the Dogs, spills into the middle of the ground. Flashing through the contest there was Carter Reid for the Dragons. Kick up toward half forward. And a nice mark taken out in front. They'll move it into the centre of the ground now. Noah Willits on the left. He's so creative at his best. Hands it off to Tardrew, running inside forward 50. Bounces it goalward. Tapped brilliantly back to Hay, who takes it to the house for the opener.
Exactly how many? Someone else is doing that today. Hoban, former Maryborough player, brings it back into play. Eaton's back there for the Dogs. Kicks to defensive 50. Hamby with some strength and some burst away. You said earlier they conceded the first. They've ramped it up ever since. And they've had most of the territory thereafter. Free kick and advantage to the Dragons. They will take it and burst away. Here's Charles Duke at right half forward. Stabs it inside the 50. Howard's the target and he pulls it in the right forward pocket.
By change rooms, he goes up the line, getting involved early. Tap forward for the Dogs in the direction of Lewis Ritchie. Now they're going to get some possession. It's a high ball inside forward 50. It's taken, running into a goal will be Billy Bahaja, and he dribbles it through.
Billy Bahaja, love it.
So the Golden Square Bulldogs have come to play in the under-18s grand final. Centre wing position, pool side of the ground at the QEO. Harvey looks down the line. He's just going to launch one right to the paint of the 50. Needs a fly, and he gets one. A strong mark taken by Oscar Cale.
Now out to
Byron Ritchie. He and brother Lewis both out there for the Dogs. It's a nice kick outside to the defensive 50. Weeks off to Eaton, providing a bit of spark for the Dogs.
kicks to half forward. Cook Kingston with the body work, reading it nicely off. At 1:17, 4 minutes to go in the opening term. Live 25 local
short
fresh
pass to Willits, and Willits tried to clear the kick.
Decision, but the execution wasn't there, Cam.
Brown comes in, he'll go goalwards.
Wow.
It goes right to the line. In fact, it's carried the line. Ryan Brown slots the goal, and Golden Square have got their second. To the side of the boot, but it works out okay to Sandu. Gives it back to Westcott. He'll then charge through the middle of the ground in the impressive orange boots. He sends it out. It's a strong mark above head taken by Archie Eaton. He's everywhere at the moment. Feeds off the handball. Inside forward 50 they go from Grant. It tried to be very disappointed with that first quarter. The second quarter from the QEO. Under 18's grand final. Here's Joel Peterson.
So Niall and Webster, and look at Gus Hay just steaming through the centre of the ground. Drives a deep entry. Inside forward 50 for the Dragons. The trail by a goal.
That we do, knocked down, trying to find some way through the traffic there was Bombardieri. Couldn't take it. It's going to be a soccer off the ground. Carter Reid in the right spot at the right time, puts through the goal. From
Wood Cam, yep, that certainly qualifies. Every year there's someone who's got a bit of man-child energy in the under-18s, and Xavier Kane certainly fits the bill. Dropping the mark there was Charles Duke, and terrific stuff from Willits. Battles with Sandu. This year he's got it 55 metres from home. He whacks it as far as he can. Top of the square. Read beautifully off the pack by Josh Kelly, who sticks it on the left boot and puts the Dogs back in front.
Jack Harvey, but he was pounced upon as soon as he received the ball. Somehow got a handball out. They'll wheel a kick inside forward 50. Kale in a one-on-one, takes the mark, gets to the back and kicks the goal.
Great
Oscar Cale, great positioning.
As well. He is such a talent to watch. Stoppage win here for the Dragons from the restart. Willits to Reid. Reid kicks to the pocket. Kale's on the end of it in front of the scoreboard. Centering kick is absolutely tremendous to find Harvey. We're onto that very early.
The voice of Dennis Grinton in special comments. Oscar Cale received the footy off the ruck contest, sent it out wide. Oh, good mark taken. Terrific grab with the... Got the elbow kind of tape rolling around as Kobe McDonald sends it right to the square, and a big mark flying over the top of the pack in the goal square. Terrific grab for the Dragons, and Carter Reid will turn around and snap the goal. He's kicked two in the quarter.
Mile in ruck for Sandhurst, wins it down. Eaton got a kick away on the ground for the Dogs, taken away by White. Blasts it inside the 50. Pamby, that's an outstanding mark. Going upstairs, clutching it to his chest as he fell to his back on the turf. Wonderful mark from Melvick Pamby. Releases the run of Drummond on the outer side.
For the Dogs, free kick's been pulled out for the Dragons, so they'll take the advantage off the free kick. They'll wheel it inside forward 50. It's a kick and another strong grab taken. In this quarter has been very impressive, and you talk about the highest point, Dennis, as it's poor checking inside forward 50. Ollie Stewart standing on his own, and they'll
50's been elite.
Dragons starting to get on top in this one. Ollie Stewart comes in, he'll go for goal, and he puts it through. Stewart slots the goal. The Dragons have got themselves a nice little buffer now.
Sandhurst as well, so the David McCann Champion Club winners, and they're showing why. Sandhurst today. Archie Eaton burst away from the stoppage, kicks to half forward, and ricochets back to him. He kicks inside forward 50, creatively and constructively.
Down there in preparation for a big crowd on the hill. Taken out of there by Hay. Sends it to the hot spot. No mark taken. He'll wheel it back inside forward 50. Magnificently for the Dragons.
Through the second quarter.
Carter Reid's already got 2 goals in the game. For his 3rd goal, he starts it right, but it comes back not enough.
It's from Axel Drummond. Pokes it out wide to the run of Eaton, who strides through the 50, eyes the sticks. Eaton on the run, will get there. If not, it's toe poked by Hoban on the line.
But they just can't get it on the scoreboard.
Knocked out in the ruck. Come from Ryan Brown. Sandhurst clear the kick out of defence. Panby floats over the top and takes it to...
And Niall drags it in front of the Dragons interchange.
He wastes no time sending it down the grandstand wing. Mark taken by Miller Armstrong. He'll slow things up because he's got nothing inside forward 50. He'll send it in and he'll say, do your work, Oscar Cale. He gets to the back of the pack and that's exactly what he does. And Oscar Cale dribbles the goal. And just like that, Sandhurst, after having so much time, who did all the hard work, Kobe McDonald, to lead for it, and Hayter stood in front, said, I'll take that, thank you very much. Bangs it inside forward 50, and a strong mark taken. Can make himself the king of the Sandhurst under-18s if he slots this one just about. To make it a 5-goal margin, he puts it through.
Crown him, Cam.
Duke gets the goal, and so didn't actually go back to Week in the end. It ended up... Well, did. Weeks then gave the handball off. Thought the kick was coming out wide. Inside forward 50. And a strong mark taken from Golden's. Peter James. Never trust someone with 2 first names. Down the line they go. Dragons work it out to Willits. Got time. He steadies, composes himself. A lovely ball up to the top of 50. He finds Cale, who wheels around on the right. Wants to bring a teammate into the game. And he does just that. Dragons will run into an open goal. And they'll slam it through. And Sandhurst are on their way, and King Duke is the...
Against this opposition throughout the course of the season. The Dragons well on their way to another premiership success. Kick inside forward 50 is trapped really well by Bahaja, and coming out of the square, Cook Kingston takes a good mark.
And came back to him down the line. They're able to find some space. Westcott puts on the burners, runs inside forward 50, sends it to the top of the goal square. Just Westcott, no mark taken, but it might work out for Cook Kingston, who's going to be taken high, and he'll receive a free kick directly in front of goal. One behind on the day. He quickly takes and puts through the goal. Maybe a little too late, but it's a constellation goal at this stage. Back. Handball out of there, the Dragons. Sandu missed it. It was sharked and sent goalwards from Miller Armstrong. He stole it. He said, that's mine. That's our premiership, and slots the goal.
He's on the end of it. And Sandhurst are the premiers in under-18 footy for 2025. Their reign at the top of underage footy continues. And it's a club that's got 7 teams in grand finals. Starts with a win in each of its first 2. One on the netball court, one on the football field. The Dragons go back-to-back, 10-6, 66.